we're back with episode 3. Welcome back to episode 3. Don't laugh, this is my life. Cheers. I took some notes this week. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I would never do that. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm going to level with you. It's been a wild week. It's been a roller coaster, and it's never not. How close do I have to get to this thing? Because when I watch podcasters, they're like over here. Can you still hear me? I won't know till I'm editing. I'll be like, and But okay, I did take some notes because I thought that might be fun throughout the week. Is everybody settled in? Everybody have something to drink? So you don't have to watch me. Put your phone down, take a lap, clean, do the dishes. I don't need to put a disclaimer before every episode, right? Jeez. Thank you for being here, honestly. Let's dive right in. Okay, I just wrote, the first thing I wrote was windshield wiper speed on my way to a casting. So that's referencing, I went to a casting this week and it was torrential downpouring, and all I can think of is the rain would just be like crazy 1 second and then it's quiet the next. My windshield wipers are just like so intense and it's not raining anymore. And I'm like, oh, interesting. How long? And this was my thought. How long have other people been watching me going, calm down? The rain hath stopped and you can turn your windshield wipers off. I give you permission. Who's thinking about somebody else's perception of my windshield wipers? That might be the definition of insanity. Oh, gyno apt. We're just coming in. Gyno apt. That might be for me. Let's just say she gave me some advice and it was not the advice I was expecting. Okay, authenticity. Oh, this was such a long tangent I had. Sometimes when I'm processing in real time, I will monologue, much like I'm doing right now, to figure out what the root cause of something is, and I'll get these downloads. I was thinking about my journey with healing. Essentially, I'm always talking about authenticity, and I don't know, sometimes somewhere along the way, I just put confidence over here and authenticity over here, which is crazy. And I just thought, well, confidence drops by the wayside because by inherently being authentic, a natural byproduct of that is exuding confidence. So I just kind of thought, like, you know, when you walk into the room of an audition, it's like, that's when the audition starts and all these things I've heard and experienced. And then I'm also like, yeah, but I just want to say hi and like be myself. And I don't know, when am I supposed to switch on? Like I've never... The funny thing is, if you look at my resume, you're like, well, this isn't, clearly something's not working for you. But I've never had this pivot moment where I'm like, oh, and now I'm on. It's like, I just want to, I'm always the one that's like, I just want to let who I'm seeking seek me and let that speak for itself. And then there was something that I did feel a shift in the casting when I'm sort of like, yeah. No. I'm playing this part. I know, like I'm working with the camera, like things are shifting. I'm playing a role. And I somehow, for some reason, was like not tying confidence to that. I was like, the confidence of myself wasn't fully loaded. I separated dropping into a character as like separate confidence from who I really am. And my authentic self maybe isn't that confident. But then I was like, is this what faking it till you make it is? That's showbiz, baby. And also, actually, related is I was listening to something that was talking about narcissism, pivot, and healthy narcissism is confidence. And I think I had it labeled, this is just what one, podcaster said, TikToker. I'm like, me in the news. I'm like, it was a clip. It was a TikTok clip. But it really resonated because I was like, oh yeah, I maybe have put narcissism in a box, 100% of it, as bad news bears, not realizing that there is a little dose of it, is this healthy confidence of showing up as who you are and letting yourself be seen and letting yourself shine. And like, if we're calling that narcissism, that healthy narcissism, I needed. Otherwise I would stay hidden. And I think that goes back to, I think in the first episode, I was talking about the ego and just sort of feeling like, yeah, same thing. It was just meant something wasn't good. I can't, wow, really landed the plane there. And then my realization with wealth was, I've always subscribed to understanding that money is energy. when my energy, it sounds so, I think it is quite simple. The more I'm in alignment, and alignment I can be in a bad mood and be in alignment, but the more I'm in alignment, whatever the energy is, that authenticity, honoring the feelings I'm feeling, I find that I just have more of a flow in life. And that's when things shift. That's when I'll book a job, or that's when someone I've been wanting to hear from reaches out to me, or that's when, there's these fun synchronicities. Something new locked into place this week with kind of tying energy and abundance and receiving and trusting and all of that this week, and tapping into that level of confidence that I hadn't before. Like I had to give myself permission to just like own the things I'm creating. And it felt really kind of scary to load that in my nervous system. All right. And then the last, there's two more. Wax on, wax off raised me. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Wax on, wax off raised me. That thought came from seeing I don't know what it's called, but it's the new Karate Kid movie. Mr. Miyagi raised me. I can't tell you how many times I think about wax on, wax off. He's back. Or the next generation is back. I'm not saying anything interesting right now. Let's go to the jar. Let's get into it. My tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know. Exactly. Oh, we've got two. Which one? Let's go with the top one. Oh, this is cute. Is it a spiritual awakening, or did you just take a walk without your phone? Yes and yes. Yes to both. It is a spiritual awakening, and that's probably what inspired me to take a walk without my phone. Roll credits. My God. I will say this is making me think of my nervous system, and it's like, were you having a meltdown, or was your nervous system just dysregulated? Or, well, I guess that actually sounds obvious. You were having a meltdown because your nervous system was dysregulated. But also maybe not. A clip I saw this week, a news article, a TikTok, about PMS. It was saying, I like shifted recently into the belief that like PMS is here to bring to the surface the things we're not allowing ourselves to feel the rest of the month. And then we get that time. It's like a blessing, burden into blessing. I'll never stop saying that we get the chance, because it's just so loud, that we have to face it. There's no choice. I have to wrestle that knot. It's so cliche, all these things. What you resist persists. So when I just allowed myself to feel it, 10 out of 10 feel better. 10 out of 10 shift that and alchemize that emotion. And so this one TikTok said, it's like preparing us to have a baby, and it's purposefully scanning our environment for anything that doesn't feel safe. And so anything that doesn't feel safe, like, has to be dealt with, because you're about to go into the most vulnerable thing you've ever done before, have the baby or bleed. And I was like, wait, that's so wild, because so much of my healing journey, come to find out, is feeling safe in my body. And I don't know why I didn't think of that tied to what my body was doing. But back to is it a spiritual awakening, or did you just take a walk without your phone? Oh, I could take this in so many different directions. I could simplify it as, I think it's this and that. I think we live in a world of paradoxes now. Welcome to 5D. And it is this and that. So it could be, our nervous system is dysregulated, and, I'd had to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G to get those cooties off of me. That's so stupid. Who remembers that as a kid? So it's like, I could say, I had to do X, Y, Z to help my nervous system relax, and do yoga and journal and meditate and phone a friend and take the walk and whatever. But I do sometimes think, like, yes, that stuff helps. And then sometimes I think I overcomplicate it, and I'm so attached to the list, the doing, just to get to the being, that taking a walk is the gateway, the portal, the thing that just softens you and shifts your mind and your focus, and your body relaxes. Like, I do think it is that simple. And I also think it's like chicken or the egg, which came first. maybe it's all of it, like having just the awareness. And also, I think if you allow for the space that it could be that simple, it could be that simple. I also think digital detoxes are so important. Have I taken one? No. Do as I say, not as I do. No, be as I be. That's the whole sentence. Or be as you be. Be as I be so you can... I be as I be so you can be as you be. What? The times that I've been so like, find the next video, find the thing. Again, it always comes down to like finding the thing externally that's going to be this fix. The more likely a walk will help, because it's just go for the walk. Don't watch another video. Don't read another book. Don't punish yourself, or like, don't do the list of things you have to do. I shouldn't say don't. It's just, for me, it's not helpful to be such a drill sergeant about doing these things in order to get, regulated, or in order to have an epiphany, or in order to have an awakening. It's like, I think a walk is a perfect reset. So weird, I'm having deja vu right now. I don't know what that is. That's crazy. I could answer this forever. Maybe the walk causes the spiritual awakening. What do you think? Sometimes I'm on a roll and sometimes I'm not, like butter. Yeah, I'm so inclined to just believe it's this and that. And it's if you found yourself in a walk without your phone, you're likely on a frequency, I don't know anything, but I was about to say, you're likely on a frequency where you recognize the peace of mind that you're looking for is coming from within, and taking space to allow yourself to process whatever you need to process and go through whatever you need to go through, and almost doing it for the walk and not doing it for the outcome. Like, I'm going to take a walk to get clarity. Like, hell yeah, I do that. I fully do that. I'll do it tired. I'll do it. It's like anything in life. I'll do it with all the emotions fully present. I just think that it's beautifully tied together and enmeshed, that you're getting this inspired action to go for the walk because you're going through your own awakening. You're allowing yourself to clear your mind, maybe for the first time ever. It's nonstop when you're plugged into these programs, and it's nonstop when you're plugged into your wounding and anything that's not you. You're plugged in 24/7, and to unplug literally by not bringing your phone or intentionally doing something to get in touch with yourself, I think is absolutely such a beautiful byproduct of being on this journey, whether you call it a spiritual awakening or healing or just taking some time for yourself. I could go on many tangents about things needed so that we can help anchor into, when I talk about like these new identities and healing and anchoring into when you shift and heal and purge and do all of these things and create all this space. There is a beautiful, I say beautiful because I'm trying to affirm that it's beautiful, but it's a pretty chaotic trial and error of integrating like these software updates our bodies get. And, maybe that's a tangent for another day, but going for walks and doing grounding things help onboard these shifts that we go through, and breakthroughs in therapy, or breakthroughs in a meditation, or break down puzzles or frustrations. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's like just giving yourself the time to be with your own thoughts. You figure out what was planted there, and then you figure out what's your own voice. And you can't know what your own voice is without silencing the outside world. So maybe that's a good place to end. So take a walk today if you haven't. Spend some time with yourself. And I think it might be Wayne Dyer, it might be somebody else said, you have to like yourself when you're by yourself. It's a really direct way to get in touch with putting space between these programmed thoughts and whatever else you want to call it. I call it my higher self, connecting to the universe, hug a tree, trees of everything is consciousness. Like, don't even get me started. Trees have been here a lot longer than we have. Don't quiz me on my knowledge, though. I don't know anything. I saw a TikTok. But yeah, getting back into nature, it's just such a beautiful way to get to know yourself and let yourself shine through. Still trying to think of another way to end it, but it's over. We did it. Take a walk on the wild side. Healing sometimes, what is that saying? Healing is an act of rebellion. I'm like, let's go. Let's unplug from all the programs and back into ourselves, because everything is within you. Thank you for listening this week. I think that's a wrap. I love you guys. Leave me comments. Anything you want me to bring up, talk about, happy to. Okay,